Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys are having a great day out there. I am having the most energetic day and maybe the most productive day I've ever had. Ever. This might be the most just full-on brute force day I've ever had. I'm feeling astronomically amazing, like the best you could ever feel. And if you're new to the channel, I'm actually a 19-year-old who started an e-commerce business selling beats to rappers, and I'm a music producer, so I sell beats to rappers, and it's going pretty good right now. It's not going bad. I'm got a lot more emails. So right now I'm doing a lot of email marketing and reaching out to people. The problem that was that had arisen was in the past couple of days, I had been getting people who wanted me to make custom beats, right? Who I had contacted and then make the custom beats. So I'm going to make the custom beats, right? But I'm only producing around 2 hours a day. That's problematic because I have to take time out of cold outreach to produce more. So I did. I switched. I did 2 hours of cold outreach every single day for not long. I think yesterday and now today, like just yesterday, and I'm getting 10 times or rather double the amount of producing done. And the things that I'm getting done are huge. It's all happening like this. But usually I split. I do a little split, like a 2 hour, and then I go to cold outreach. Then I go 2 hours again. You know what I mean? This time I just went straight for 4 hours, straight, just producing. And it was great. It was awesome. And producing, honestly speaking, the only reason I'm like weirded out by it is because I'm not really used to it yet, like as I was before. But that was yesterday. Today I'm used to it and I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? Another thing that's been great lately has been the amount of ease and ebb and flow I've been having to my like demeanor. Everything doesn't have to be so head on and going for it all the time. I can kind of just lean back and still get as much work done or as much productivity done, whether it's internally, actually mentally, right? Or externally, actually doing it. They both get done better, even if my mindset is more, I don't want to say more lax, because I'm not really lax. I'm still getting this done. You probably see me right now. I'm like people think I'm on like Adderall, like I'm going for it, but it's weird. The more energy I have, the more lax I become, the more lax I can become. So it could mean that, I'm not doing enough work. Let me do more work and bring more work on my table to actually get more done. Possible. It's not out of question. You know what I mean? It might be correct. That might be the way to go, and things are sort of just, it's weird. It's like things are coming my way because I've just put in so much time. Today's day 1 of week 5 in 2024. It's around the 29th today. Yeah, the 29th of January. And it's been awesome. It's these last couple of weeks have just been really, really, some of them have been difficult, but some of them have just been awesome, and just getting to work and actually doing the thing. Doing the thing that's going to bring me everything I want, one step at a time. It's a slow process that slowly is teaching me how to become the person that I think I should become, how to become my dream, right? How to become all these different like daydreams I had of myself that are now just like, wow, I really am that. It's weird. It's weird because, if you dream smaller, if you dream big, if you're out there, someone who's a person that dreams big, that's amazing. That's honestly one of the first steps, I think, into getting on the right track. If you dream big, you have this dream. If you really go into detail and think about it, that dream, that goal, whatever it is, you start to realize, and what I started to realize was, hey, all of these big dreams start with these little ones. It's like, well, I need to get here first before I get there. Okay, cool. But now I'm already here. I'm the person that that I say I am. I'm the person that's actually getting it done, and the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the videos. You can go back. I've been doing this, since day one, actually getting it done. And day one, I couldn't say I was the person that I thought I should be. I was far more just following along with my impulses. And now, being here with you guys, it's like, okay, yeah, let's get it done. You and me, let's go for it. Or me and me. That's what it feels like. And it feels like I accomplished a little dream that's on the right track to go to the big one. And if it all falls apart, fine. My ego's not necessarily attached to that, because a lot of it just stopped mattering. It just feels so much more like a bonus than when I was a kid. When I was a kid, it felt like the world was going to end. Now it feels more like a bonus. Like these things I get to do. These are opportunities, All right, so I'm going to go do some cold outreach, around 2 hours of that, and I'll be back to you guys literally after that. All right, let's do it. I just finished a good portion of the day, and I'm a little bit zoned out, but I'm also completely in it and ready to go. And yeah, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm doing what I have to do, because I think a lot of the ideas I had about business are kind of getting debunked, or they're getting even more amplified. Like cold outreach is so different than I thought it would be, and in a good way, for better or for worse, right? It's good ways and bad ways, because in a good way, it's like, well, I see the reality now, where I go, okay, I could see how this literally works, whereas I was missing a little piece of the puzzle before. Now I get it. I know how it works. And for worse, it's going to take longer than I thought. It's not as easy as I thought. There's another skill to learn, and that's sales. I mean, damn, dude, that skill is going to take forever. That skill is going to take a while. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to learn it or what I'm going to do to learn it. But it's going to be a ride. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be one of those experiences that I think I'm going to be like, this was unforgettable. This was my life. You know what I mean? And it really has become that now. Like I said, I don't feel anything like usually, I don't know, it's like this dark feeling I feel and just gets me drained. And today I don't really feel it. I feel ready to go. I think it's because I switched to producing like I talked about before. But also it's because I'm going after it. I know what I'm going after now. It's not just like this haze of let's just try to get 100 people on cold outreach. Let's just try and hopefully something comes out of it we don't even know. It's like, no, I get exactly how to make the sale. I know how. All I got to do is put it in practice, and that's going to take time, And you guys out there, you might know more about business than me. You might know less about business and more about music producing, right? When I started music producing, I started to be a EDM producer because of it was so funny back in the day, because I wanted to DJ. So I figured I could always have a backup as a DJ while and DJ my own music. That was the idea that I had, to DJ my own music. Which wasn't a bad idea. It was a fine idea. Just like I said, it didn't feel tangible. This feels tangible. This is tangible. It's not only how it feels. This is tangible. The other idea may have worked, and if you're someone on your journey right now doing that, whether it's what I was doing before, I used to do TikTok, showing off my songs or anything like that. If that's what you're doing, awesome. It very well might work out. Not the journey I wanted to go on, not the things that I really thought I should be doing at that time for my personality, for who I am. But it's so interesting how when I got a year into producing, how differently I saw it. How I was like, okay, this is what a loop is compared to a song, right? Doubling vocals, tripling vocals, things like that. And a lot of it I'm still learning, even with producing. A lot of it, especially in terms of mixing, where I'm still learning. The learning is never done, which is unfortunate. It'd be nice if it was, right? But the learning is never done. It's always just more learning, more time, just more volume. Which, like I said, works and has worked out for me, and it's like, I don't like talking about generalizations that work for everybody, but I think that's one of them. That works for everybody. Just time, volume, you have those two, that's it. That's dedication and consistency, right? That's what it is. It's dedication and consistency. And it's just something I learned at a very young age, dedication and consistency. When I was like 15, I learned it a couple years ago, right? During COVID, I learned it on a podcast with Kevin Hart and Joe Rogan. And Kevin Hart was talking about something, and Joe Rogan just randomly said this as like a throwaway. He just said, dedication. Yeah, they were talking about skills. He's like, yeah, just dedication and consistency. And Kevin Hart was like, yeah, and they moved on. Didn't even talk about it, didn't even think about it. Me in that moment was enamored. I mean, my mind was exploding with ideas on how to actually become the person that's dedicated and consistent. Because once I have the formula, I have the formula. That's how I feel about sales, where sales is so much, it's like an art form. It's ridiculous that I'm like, wait, so it's so unique to me. It's like, yeah, it's got to be unique to you as you build out your script. And it's like, oh, God, all right, yeah, fine, I'll do it. And, like, I'll figure it out. And, I used to love the movie Wolf of Wall Street when I was a kid. So sales has always been something that I've been excited about and wanted to do. So it's not like cold outreach. Cold outreach, I can give two craps. I'm doing it for the business. I'm doing it to make everything easier later, right? Whereas sales, I'm like, oh, I might actually enjoy myself while I do it. I might actually think this is pretty cool. And that's cold calls, right? It's in the same realm. Email marketing, same thing. Don't like it. Don't want to do it. I know the benefit that it can have, so let's do it. You know what I mean? I know I should be doing it, right? All right, so I'm gonna go film some Instagram reels. Now it's the easy stuff. I'm literally like, I can lay down now, and I'll see you guys at the end of the day. See you there. I finished everything I have to do for the rest of the day, and I feel great. I feel a little bit tired, actually. I didn't think I was going to get this tired, but I do feel a little bit tired, a little bit drained. And I want to tell you guys that you guys out there, if you're feeling the way I'm feeling all of these days, and maybe you're feeling worse, maybe I motivated you. That to me, I mean the world to me. I don't want to be the guy that's like, drop a comment, but if you do feel that way, and let me know, that would make my day. Not for expedience's sake, not for just materialism, to have another comment on my video, to have another like. It's like, no, it's not that. It would actually make my day. It really would. And I realize so much, because I have so much of this in me. A lot of this like feeling of like thanking myself for putting myself through this, for having the discipline to actually sit down and do it. Just get it done. Simply get it done. And today, I know on the YouTube channel, today should be day 30. Or yesterday was day 30. I forget. Whatever it is. Right? It's like, yeah, whatever it is. Tomorrow's technically day 30 for me. Tomorrow's day 30 for me. Which is interesting because it's day 30 of January. And day 30 of 2024. So it'll be interesting for me to reminisce a little bit, only a little bit, because the month's not over. Right? The month's not over. It's been a weird January, I'll tell you that much. It's been a weird January, really weird day too, because I got so much done. It felt like it was a 10-hour day, because I got a pretty abhorrent amount of work done in a small amount of time. And yeah, I feel awesome about it. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, dude. Let's do it. Something I did want to talk about was I think something I don't have enough credentials to talk about it, but screw it. Like, let's do it. Which is the idea of purpose. The reason why I feel like I don't have the credentials is because I've moved from career to career before. So to say that this is my purpose, how do I know I'm not going to quit? I know I'm not. But how do you guys know? I've only been around here on Earth, I've only been around for like 19 years. You know what I mean? I'm only 19 years old. But in terms of this is only day probably 31 on YouTube. So makes me feel weird just being like, this is my purpose. This is who I am. No, guys, you guys will see as the time goes on. I'm going to have more proof and tell you guys, well, hey, this is what I've been doing for the last year or 2 years. And even that's a short amount of time. That's not a ridiculous amount of time. You know, I'm glad I'm learning a lot of these skills too. On top of that is, on top of everything I was talking about, the biggest thing that I think I'm going to look forward to as I get older and as time goes on will be saying to myself and knowing that I really did give it a go. You know, I gave it as much effort as I could, and I got back whatever I deserve, I guess. And maybe I didn't give, like, you know, I'll take that back. I didn't really give everything I could. I gave, at least I tried in the first place. That's my point. At least I tried in the first place. So at least I came in here and did what I had to. I didn't want to, and no, I didn't try my best. Every day, single one of these days, I could be going a lot harder on these. I don't regret it because of my family and because I do want to spend time doing other things. But when I think about it, or I dream sometimes, I have a moment to really, really think about what I would say about myself now. Not only when I was like a kid, but on day one. I think I would be so impressed. I really do believe that. I think I would be so impressed and I'd be happy that I'm doing this, but let's keep going. That would be my advice for sure. Let's keep going. Let's make February the best month. You know what I mean? Let's make March, whatever it is. Let's make them all the best months because that's how I started. Was even though you're not in a great position right now, you're in a better position than you were the day before, right? And as I do that day, next day I go, well, I'm in a better position than I was then. I'm in a better position. And not only that I was, that other people were. I'm in a better position than other people were. I mean, damn. The fact that I think a lot of people are scared to mention that, it kind of pisses me off. Because I'm like, I was in a far better position just by being born where I was born. That had to do with it. Like a lot. You know? So I guess it's almost like advice. Keep that in mind. But as a friend to you guys, I would say that I think I have been keeping that in mind and that it's really changed me for the better. All right. On that note, I'm going to end the podcast here, or the YouTube video rather. I'm going to end the YouTube video here. And if you like this video, consider how do I say that? Consider watching more. I come out with these every single day. So, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Peace.